Hello, I'm Trent Chapman with Short Sale Genius, and today I'm going to share with you a few things about the FTC ruling that went into effect in December 29, 2010, as far as the disclosure is concerned. And the part about fees and advance fees and charging fees goes into effect next month. Now, I'm currently very shocked and surprised that at the end of January, almost a month after this went into effect, there's still not a disclosure from my Association of Realtors. So I've gone ahead and created a disclosure for you based on the FTC's ruling and their wording they used in here, so you can use this disclosure for the time being until your broker or your attorney or the Association of Realtors ends up providing you with a up-to-date and current disclosure or disclaimer that is required now as of December 29, 2010 for all short sale services that are provided. Now let's jump right into it. This is something that I consider to be good overall, but not going to affect you if you are doing things right in your business. So don't be afraid of it, but if you're doing something wrong, you should be afraid. Basically, the FTC is making it so there's more of a clear disclosure of performance, service that's going to be performed, expectations and any fees that you charge for your service, so that consumer can actually understand what they're getting into. Now, I agree with this on the point that a lot of people are making outlandish claims about the services they provide or what they can do for a homeowner or the time frame in which they can do it. Now, this makes it so that it's illegal for people to use those claims unless they have the proof to back it up. So I'm a fan of telling the truth, and I'm a fan of them making it illegal for people to charge up front for services which they may or may not perform. I've had to deal with a lot of clients over the last couple of years who were taken advantage of by a loan modification company that never did perform, yet they never got their money back. So I'm a big fan of not charging a client for a service until you actually perform the service. So this to me does not affect me negatively, and as long as I have the disclosures and I give them out at the proper time when I'm doing my marketing, when I get a listing, when I get the approval letter, there's nothing wrong. So I want to make it clear to you how you can use the disclosures I have down below. You can download them on our website here. You can use these disclosures for your short sale business to make sure you're in compliance with the FTC requirements. Now, you're still going to talk to your broker, your attorney, and your Association of Realtors to get them up to speed. Make sure they get a disclosure for you to use in all of your listings. But basically, it's this. Number one, marketing. When you're doing your marketing, you need to disclose very clearly that you're not associated with the government, or you're not approved by the government or your lender to provide the service. Okay, so a lot of people have been claiming I'm government approved or government endorsed, but you can't claim that unless you truly are. Second thing is, in your marketing, you must put in there that even if you accept this offer to use our services, your lender may agree to not change your terms of your loan. So you got to give clear disclosure that just because they go with you doesn't mean there's a guaranteed result. A lot of people have been misled or lied to expecting something because the company acted like they were part of the bank or part of the government program. So those two things should be on your website or any marketing that you use. The second part here is at the time that you actually get a face-to-face or one-on-one, you're dealing with a specific client, as it puts in the law here. You have to put a disclosure that they can cancel your service at any time, and that if you did not get them an approval or something in writing from the bank, an option, then they do not have to pay you for your services. Now, this is where I see kind of a gray area for real estate agents, because if I'm not charging for negotiation services, am I charging for mortgage assistance relief services? Technically, no. I'm charging for my real estate commission for selling the home, and I'm offering the service for free. So it's up to you and your broker and your attorney to decide whether or not this disclaimer has to have a dollar amount based on your commissions, or if you can leave it at zero since you're not technically charging an out-of-pocket or a fee for the service of negotiations. Now, the second part about fees, it talks about how you may not request or receive payment up front on any service until you have an executed written agreement from the lender. So if you're doing a loan modification, you get a loan mod approval, you're allowed to charge a client for that service at that time. If you're doing a short sale and you don't have a short sale approval, you cannot charge for the service until the approval comes through and they accept the terms. So it makes it very clear that performance is when you do a payment, which I agree with. Now, it also here regulates and makes sure that you're not making misrepresentations on what performance you can provide, such as amount of time to do a short sale or loan modification, your success rate. A lot of people are claiming 95% success rate with no proof. You can give the success rate if you can back it up with proof. That's something they make very clear. There's a lot of little things in that section, and I will go ahead and copy and paste that on our website in the blog section, so you can read each of those performances that you cannot promise or overpromise based on your experience or your success ratio. Overall, make sure you are being very careful that you're disclosing properly to your clients not over-promising, under-delivering, but actually giving them a clear understanding of the process of what may or may not happen, that there's no guarantee. It's subject to lender approval. As with all loan modifications or short sales, subject to lender approval. So with that, use this to benefit you by making sure you're covered as far as an agent or your brokerage by having the proper disclosure at the time that you take a short sale listing, at the time of the short sale approval is given by the bank. Now, this down below, this link I have for you to download this information, it's in a PDF document as well as a Word document, so you can edit if you need to. But my suggestion, use this temporarily until you get a better one from your broker or your attorney, or if your association of realtors actually comes out with one, use that one when it comes out. For the time being, this is just a fail-safe to make sure that you're in compliance. If you do have any questions, feel free to comment below, and in the next week or so I'll be answering all those with a follow-up video, and I'll make sure to let you know. Thanks for taking some time to learn about this. Make sure you are covered. Proper disclosure is all it requires. It's not too difficult. And again, if you have any questions, just let us know below.